Unit 3, Movement into and out of cells. Lesson 3, Active Transport. Objectives, important objectives. You need to learn to go back to the objectives and make sure that you can apply on them everything that you learned. Active transport. So, active transport is the opposite of diffusion and osmosis. Why? Because it's the movement of molecules from low to high concentration, which means that it is against the concentration gradient or up the concentration gradient. It is tiring and it requires energy. Look at this man going up. This needs a lot of energy. If he was going down, less energy will be needed. Or sometimes, if it's a slide, no energy at all, as in the case of diffusion and osmosis. Against the concentration gradient, which means that sometimes this will pass large molecules. Use energy, of course, because I am pushing something and taking something against the concentration gradient. Up the stairs, I am pushing, I'm exerting effort. Okay, from where will I get this energy? By aerobic respiration from mitochondria. Mitochondria will do aerobic respiration and will provide energy for all of the cellular activities, including the active transport. Okay, so I need someone strong to get those particles and push them inside. Who is my strong guy? My strong guy here is the carrier protein. Or in some books, it's called the protein pump because it pushes something inside. But please stick to the term in your book. It's the carrier protein. It is usually used for minerals and ions, not for gases and water, because gases go by diffusion and water goes by only osmosis, because osmosis is specific for water. Okay, this is the summary of all the movement of particles in and out of the cell, and let's answer some questions. The cell in a plant root have higher concentration of magnesium ions than the surrounding soil. Of course, because the plant needs a lot of magnesium in order to make chlorophyll that is used in photosynthesis. Which process will move magnesium into the root? So now the root has high concentration of magnesium. Outside, less concentration. So I need a process to push the magnesium inside, though I have a lot of magnesium, not automatically by diffusion. I need something to go against the concentration gradient. So which type of transport will I use? Of course, it is active transport, because it is the type of transport that works against the concentration gradient. Complete table 6.1 about diffusion and active transport. So, how do I answer this question? I do not look at the table as a whole. I need to concentrate and look at one row at a time. Diffusion, and then I will look here, involves the movement of particles down the concentration gradient. Down means from up to down, from high to low. So is this diffusion? Yes, this is how diffusion works, right? Involves movement of particles up the concentration gradient. Does this apply in diffusion? So no. Do I do a cross here because it's wrong? No. What does the question say? Place a tick. Please stick to the instructions given in the question. Energy from respiration is required to move the particles. Do I need energy for diffusion? No, it's only the energy inside the particles themselves, but no energy exerted by the cell. Please differentiate between those two terms. Kinetic energy, these are the energy of the particles themselves. The cell did not pay any energy, did not exert any effort. But the energy I put in active transport, this is the energy I get from my aerobic respiration, from the cell's effort, from the cell's energy. Okay? So, involves the movement of particles down the concentration gradient. Active transport, is it down or up? It's up. So, this one will be the correct one. Involves the movement of particles up the concentration gradient or from low to high concentration. Energy from respiration required to move the particles, of course, because the protein or the carrier protein will need energy to be able to transport those particles against the concentration gradient. And thank you. I hope this video helps you study.